Why the hell it get you started? Got me started. Why did they get me pissed off? Now I'm about to go NFL and kick this off. You really thought that I was this soft? To let anyone in my domain, they need to be taught a serious lesson. Unless you strong as Zeus, there just ain't no use to go up against a madman. You can't win, G. I put you on ice like Richard Kuklinski, so stay away from shadows. When it gets dark, you make one bad move, they won't find your corpse, and the feds won't know where I drop you.
Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. What it do, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy, Big Major. Welcome to another edition of Major Level Entertainment. I am your host and owner of the channel, your boy, Big Major. If you're coming in, you're new to the channel, please hit that like, share this video, and also subscribe to the channel if you are new to the channel. You know what I'm saying? I got some fire content over here. I talk about more than just sports stuff. Expanding the channel to, I'll be expanding the channel to football too, talking about the Giants, for those of y'all that are Giants fans, or whatever the case may be. So come in, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right now. You know what I'm talking about? So we're going to go ahead and get off into it. The title of this show basically is, could Marcus Smart start at the 3 over Rui? Now, that ideas might seem far-fetched to some, but, you know what I'm saying, as I walk you through it, you'll understand that it's not so far-fetched, and that it's not too far outside the realm of possibility that he could start at the 3 over Rui, and why? And why? The idea kind of came from, little bro DJ. DJ said that, what if Austin, since he's not going to the bench, what if Austin started at the 3 and they brought Marcus to start in at the 2? So he kind of rearranged it, or whatever the case may be. We all know that they're not going to sit Austin Reeves down over Rui. I would think they should, but that's probably not going to happen. Because right now, as it stands, Austin Reeves is a better, he's more, he averages more than Rui. So there's a possibility that he's not going to, he'll be in favor. So we know Austin can't play the 3, but Marcus Smart could and have. He played 4 positions in college. So it's not outside the realm of possibility for him to play the 3. And I would trust him at the 3 as well. You know what I'm saying? And I'll tell you why. But first, before we get started, let me go ahead and get off into the people that showed up already. Talking about, start with my damn nephew and sniper of the channel, H motherfucking Davis. I'm talking about, as you come in, he said, like, share, subscribe. If you have not, what are y'all waiting on, man? What the hell are y'all waiting on? Get tired of saying the same old damn thing. Now just do it right now. I'm talking about H. Davis going to start throwing hands. He went out and purchased some new boxing gloves yesterday. He showed me. He said, hey, Unc, hey, look, check these out. You know what I'm saying? Check out these 8-ounce gloves I got. I'm talking about, I'm ready to knock people out. You know what I'm saying? If they don't go ahead and subscribe to the channel right now. Hey, man, when he gets going, I can't stop him. I just can't stop him. And shout out to my damn nephew, H. Davis. You know what I'm talking about? We got Cuzzo, you know what I'm saying? Salute, Big Cuzzo. Yeah, that's the GOAT James. Y'all already know who he is. I shouldn't even have to say his name. That's AKA Chris. AKA, let me cook this nigga right quick. You know what I'm talking about? Always showing up to the channel, showing some love. I know Chris come over here. I ain't got nothing to worry about. If I be worried even a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I know H. Davis got my back, but Chris, it's just something else, man. It's just something else. I'm telling you. You don't want to come over here fucking around. You know what I'm saying? Fuck around and find out. You know what I'm talking about? That's what I'm going to start calling him. GOAT James, a.k.a. Chris, a.k.a. let me cook this nigga, a.k.a. fuck around and find out. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to Cuzzo for showing up to the damn channel, man. You know what I'm talking about? Trade all day, said salute, Big Major. West Stub. You know what I'm talking about? West Stub. Trade all dizzle in the building, man. Always coming over here supporting, you know what I'm saying, big bro. You know what I'm saying? This is how he does this. You know what I'm talking about? They go, H. Davis laughing at me. You know what I'm talking about? Let's go, James says, muffin right. Muffin right. You know what I'm saying? He put 3 arm emojis and 4 laughing emojis. Booyah, letting you know what time it is. You know how he does this. You know what I'm talking about? So let's go ahead and get off into it right quick, man. This won't be a long show. I don't have a lot of time today, but I did promise that I'll put a show out to you guys. Talking about this, I do have a show. It's probably first time in a long time I'm doing back-to-back shows, but I do have a show tomorrow. Please come in and check me out on that one. I will be discussing LeBron. The idea was given to me. I will be discussing LeBron, his longevity, how long we think he could play. It's just something to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Something to talk about. And this is not indicative of how long he might actually play. This is just how I feel, how we feel, how long we feel he could play. I realistically think he can play to 45, 46 years old. Realistically speaking, he might be able to go beyond that, but I'm just saying, from my standpoint, he could play another 4 or 5 years, if you ask me, and not just play another 4 or 5 years, but play at a high level. You know what I'm saying? Averaging 20 points or better per game. You know what I'm saying? So we'll talk about that tomorrow. All right. Okay. So there's a couple of scouts out there that believe that the Lakers will benefit from Marcus Smart playing the three. And I'll tell you what I read, and then I'll tell you how I feel about the situation. You know, it said an NBA scout. They're not giving the name of this scout or whatever. They said an NBA scout who recently urged the Lakers to start Marcus Smart over Hachimura in JJ's rotation plans. It said JJ should start Marcus over Rui. They need a point of attack defender in the lineup, and they won't have one if they start Luka, Austin, Rui, LeBron, and Ayton. I would start Marcus Smart over Rui. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. I definitely agree with that. There's not much more that I would change to that. I definitely agree that they should start that because Luka and Austin are already redundant. You know what I'm saying? Unless they bolstered their defensive prowess this offseason, it's going to be much of the same thing. Luka doesn't play any defense or hardly any defense. Austin Reeves doesn't play hardly any defense. Rui, except for in the playoffs, wasn't playing hardly any defense. Now, that might change because Rui's workout regimen has been working out with sumo wrestlers. And I've already explained to y'all in my Rui show, please go refer to that a couple streams ago, that Rui now with his training regimen, getting that core strength built up, getting that leg strength built up, that lower body strength built up, and him being able to move his legs on defense, getting him faster and stronger at the same time, his base, his defense might change. Now, if that happens, and he can prove that early on, then of course I would leave Rui in there at the three because not only can he score, but now his defense will be bolstered. You know what I'm saying? But if that doesn't happen, then that's when I'll go with Marcus Smart starting over Rui. And then of course LeBron is 41 years old. You know what I'm saying? We don't want him to have to exhaust himself on defense. LeBron has shown that he can play defense still at this level, at this age in his career, but we don't expect him to be a knockdown, drag out, a defender, especially defending the perimeter outside. You know what I'm saying? We want LeBron doing what the hell LeBron does. You know what I'm saying? Nothing more and nothing less. You know what I'm talking about? Ayton. Ayton is not known as much of a defender himself. You know what I'm saying? So if we had that starting lineup out there of Luka, Austin, Rui, LeBron, and Ayton, there is hardly little to any defense out there. You know what I'm talking about? You put Marcus Smart out there, just putting Marcus Smart out there changes everything. Now, most people would say, and I would have concurred, I would say put LaRavia out there, who is a defensive guy. But see, the thing of it is that LaRavia more than likely would probably be backing up LeBron. He would be backing up LeBron at the power forward more than likely, depending on how Vando turns out. So it'll probably be Vando, LaRavia, and LeBron at the power. Now, can LaRavia play the three? Absolutely, he could play the three. But I think he has to work himself into rotation to be a 3-and-D player, whatever the case may be. And then we could put him at the two. Put him at the three. He has Rui's body. He's a little bit bigger than Rui. He's just as athletic as Rui, but he plays better defense. But Rui scores a lot more than he does. But Rui scores a lot more than he does because Rui has more minutes. So I don't know. Let's see. I think the preseason is going to tell us all we need to know before we get the full, rotations or whatever the case may be. So, you know what I'm saying? So I would definitely agree that Marcus could play the 3. And for those of you that are not convinced that Marcus could play the 3, I elect you to go look at his years playing in college. You know what I'm saying? He played 4 positions in college. Now, most people would be like, oh, well, that was when he was younger. Hey, look, let me tell you something. Skill don't completely go away. It might diminish with time and age, but skill doesn't go away. You cannot take away 6'3". You can't take away 230 pounds. That dude is built like a linebacker. I explained it to you guys before. Now, he may be short, but he's not small. He may be short, but he's not small. He's a big guard. He is. And he can handle bigger players. He can handle players slightly bigger than him. You know what I'm saying? I've seen him guard power forwards. He's gonna guard the best person on your team. He's gonna guard the strongest player on your team. He don't give a damn. The Warriors were playing Draymond. He on Draymond ass. He on you. I'm not saying he gonna lock you down or anything like that, but I'm saying that heart of a pit bull, a mentality, that never say die mentality, is the reason why I would put him out there over Rui if Rui doesn't pan out defensively, because we already know that LeBron is not coming off the bench. Aiden's not coming off the bench. Well, he's the center. We need him out there. Reeves is not coming off the bench, and Luka, of course, is not coming off the bench. So Rui's got to be the odd man out. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm definitely down with Marcus Smart starting over Rui if Rui doesn't get his defense haven't been bolstered this offseason. Okay, we got new people coming in. A shout out to my damn nephew, Joe. He said, salute the long salute. And then he gave me the salute emoji. I salute, nephew. Thank you for showing up to the channel. I'm telling you, man, when Joe comes over here, you know, it's on and popping. You know what I'm talking about? You know, Go James says, shout out to my motherfucking bros in the chat. That's right. Joe said, do you think that a center changes the defense, though, Major? Like Ayton will help Rui defense out a little bit. Yeah, you know what? It's a possibility. I will say this. That would depend on how bought in on the defensive end that Ayton really is. Like at his, defensive end at the center position. You know, we know he can score. We know he can shoot the mid-range a little bit. He can shoot a little bit, 10, 15, 12 feet out or whatever the case may be. But if he's bought in on the defensive side of things as well, then that could bolster Rui and other people that's on the court to play better defense too. It could. You know what I'm saying? So, but even if it does do that, and it's not enough, I would still sit Rui down in favor of a more known defender like Marcus Smart. I mean, he was defender of the year a couple of years, 2 years ago. So I don't think he's too far, away from who he used to be. You know what I'm saying? If Marcus stay healthy, then he would be crucial toward us getting to that chip this year, man, because we haven't had dogs like this in a long time, man. You know what I'm talking about? So, it just remained to be seen what everybody's been doing in the offseason. The Lakers have been kind of quiet. You see little videos of LeBron or Bronny or whatever he's shooting around and, Vando and all these, but you haven't seen everybody. So we don't know truly what's going to be what until the preseason games come. We're going to see who's going to be out there to play to get their run arounds going in, or when we get into the regular season itself, and then we begin to know who will be our start lineups, going into the first part of the season. So, but it definitely could happen. I'm talking about. Joe says, what up, Trey? What up, H. Davis? And what up, Chris? H. Davis says, what up, Joe? Joe says, I agree with you, Major. Smart should start, but I'd send someone else to the bench. Unfortunately, it won't have exactly like DJ said first, which is what gave me, partially gave me the idea for the show. You know what I'm talking about? He said, I wouldn't be surprised because, they're going to send Reed. They would put Reeves at any position before they send him to the bench. See, DJ said putting Marcus Smart in at the 2 and then go ahead pushing Rui up to the 3. So he wasn't that far off. See, when DJ be saying stuff, man, this is why I call a dude the GOAT, man, when it comes to this YouTube stuff. I know I know y'all like me saying that, but hey, man, it is what it is. You can't be saying predictions and stuff like that, and then they almost line up with what I be thinking and expect me not to call you the GOAT. You just can't be doing that, man, because I'm gonna call you the GOAT every time. You know what I'm talking about? And speaking of DJ, there he is. What's up, little bro? He says, what up? You know what I'm talking about? Always showing up to the channel. I know he's a very, very busy man. He got the kids, he got the wife, he got the career. You know what I'm talking about? But he still finds time to show up. I don't know how the hell he does it. You know what I'm talking about? When I grow up, I certainly want to be like that guy. Even though that's my little bro, I still look up to him. You understand what I'm talking about? He might be shorter than me, but I still look up to him. He might be younger than me, but I still look up to him. And you know what I'm talking about? Balancing career, white kids, you know how it does this. You know what I'm talking about? And shout out to my damn little bro. Listen, if you're not subscribed, for these are people that are new, might be listening to my channel right now. If you're not subscribed to this brother right here, man, something is really wrong with you. I have to question your Laker loyalty, like he always says about me, if you're not subscribed to me. And then I also have to wonder if you're a bot. If you're a bot. Because only people that are not subscribed to Lil Bro is people who don't like the Lakers, people who are bots, and people who are haters and such. Hey, go over there and subscribe right now to Lakers in 5 right now. You know what I'm talking about? He got a couple other channels too, Mooch Entertainment. He got, Rated R for reviews if you're into the movies and TV shows and stuff like that. But if you're into sports, I'm telling you, the best damn sports show in American history. You know what I'm talking about? Forget First Take. Forget the Get Up. Forget Undisputed. And forget Cold Pizza. Y'all remember Cold Pizza back in the day? That's before First Take became First Take. It was called Cold Pizza. And, forget about the best damn sports show, period. And forget about ESPN. Forget about all this stuff. And Lakers in 5 are nothing. I'm telling you, Lakers in 5 are nothing. Please go over and subscribe to my bro right now. And Goat James says, I hope that if Smart struggles to score this preseason, even during the season, that the coaching staff does take his minutes down. Because they playing non-scoring ass Gabe Vincent 20 minutes plus in the critical. Yeah, man, like we had the show yesterday. They don't seem to want to give up on Gabe Vincent, even though we've already given up on him. I'm tired of Gabe. I don't hate the guy personally, you know what I'm saying? But for this team, for my team, and I want us to win, I don't want him on the team anymore. There's nothing for us to fucking figure out. He got to go. What the hell is we evaluating? Now, the only thing I can see is this. We play the first 30 games, and he plays good just enough to bolster his value so we can sell him to somebody else. Then that's, I'm talking about like he a slave or something. Then that'd probably be the only way that I would, I'll be looking at it like that. Other than that, man, I can't do it. Kleber, okay, it might be a little harsh. Kleber, we ain't really got a chance to see what he does. But I'm telling you, I've given them niggas 30 games. Because then by the 30 games, then by that time, here come December, 10th to 15th. Hey, if they're not doing what they're supposed to do, I'm getting on the phone with the Bulls like, hey, man, it looks like y'all going in the direction of Young. Looks like y'all don't think that Vucevic can lead the team or whatever the case may be, even though he would be averaging now that LaVine and DeMar is gone. He averages more than anybody else on the Bulls. Go ahead and throw him to us. You know what I'm talking about? He is Kleber, but better. And he can score more. He averages more than Kleber and Gabe Vincent put together. You know what I'm saying? And for those people that think he don't play defense, we don't need him to go out there on an island and play defense. Interior defense is what matters. Those 10 rebounds a game is what matters. Those 17, 18, 19 points he'll give you matters. And he'll do it in the same amount of time you give Gabe Vincent. You give him 25 minutes, of course his points will drop down a little bit. Let's just say he drops down or he's coming off the bench. You give him 20 minutes, whatever, 25 minutes, whatever the case may be, whatever you gave Gabe, whatever the case, or however you do it. Let's say his points drop down over here. Let's say 4 or 5 points. He gonna give you 15 points. He'll give you 7, 8, 9 rebounds off the bench and may give you a block. Well, we ain't got no facilitator in the game, or we have a facilitator in the game. He can space the floor and he can facilitate the ball too. Surprisingly, shooting the three at 41%, and then his field goal percentage is through the Astros. Hey, go get Vooch, man. It's like what the fuck is we waiting on? You know what I'm talking about? We had the show yesterday on it, and y'all know I'm serious because I keep talking about it. Let's just go get this dude, man, and then call it Christmas. You know what I'm talking about? If we wrong, we'll sort the shit out later. You understand what I'm talking about? Go get Vooch right now. I don't want to wait to see what the hell Gabe was going to do. Vooch right now. Call him up right now, Luka. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all the same goddamn, agent, Bill Duffy. You know what I'm saying? I already did a little interview with you between you two, the one stream, like a couple streams ago, where I had Luke on the phone talking to Vooch. He's like, "Hey, Vooch, I want you to come over here to Lakers. I promise you, you want to get starting job right now, but I promise, if Aiden screws this up, you're coming off bench. I promise you. I guarantee freaking to you. I've already purchased a house next to mine, right on the cliff of Malibu, right across the street from Westbrook. If you comes over here to the Lakers, I promise, 10, 15 games, no Aiton, he's not playing good. You come off bench, Aiton go. You come off bench, start, Aiton go straight to bench. I promise you. I promise you, brother. And then Vucevic was like, you know what? You drive a hard bargain, Luka. You know what? If you can ensure me that I get some of the top wine, the top Hennessy in Los Angeles, and then I get to find a beautiful black woman, then you might have a deal. You have to sweeten the pot. Luka said done, and then next thing you know, boom, it's all she wrote. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, get Vooch over here, goddammit. Hey, get Vooch over here. You know what I'm talking about? Main event, what's up, man? He said, salute, mods. Salute level. Hey man, salute. Thank you for showing up to the channel. You know what I'm talking about. And Trey all day says salute, Joe. Go James says, I meant to say doesn't. LOL. I read I understood what you said. I got you, cuzzo. Detroit God says salute, family. You know what I'm talking about. He said salute, Chris, Trey, and DJ, Maine, Davis, Joe, salute everybody. Salute Africa, salute Asia, salute Colombia, salute France, salute Compton, Watts. Salute Detroit. Salute New York. He said salute every goddamn body. You know what I'm talking about? I can't name everybody in the world. He said salute. You know what I'm talking about? Salute. Holla if you hear me. You know what I'm talking about? Goat James says OG Detroit. Maine says D God. You know what I'm talking about? This is how he does this. Goat James says holla if you hear me. LOGA, man. LOL. Detroit God says salute, gentlemen. David says salute, Detroit. Detroit God. That's what I'm listening to right now. You know what I'm saying? Chris, that old school Tupac, you know how he does this. You understand? You know what I'm talking about? You can have some wine, but you can't have none of that beautiful black women. You know what I'm talking about? And Trey all day said, salute Detroit God. And Joe says, only if Vandal had a 3-point shot. Shake my man, if Vandal had a 3 and he plays defense at the rate that he plays defense, bro, that's your 3 right there. Automatically, that's your 3. If he was more balanced, that's your 3. But for those of y'all that don't know Laravia's game, Laravia is going to be for us what we want Vando to be. We want Vando to be a little more athletic. We want Vando to shoot that 3 better. He already got the defensive prowess, but that's all he got. That's all he got. He's essentially a tall Gabe. You know what I'm talking about? We need balance. Now, if you're going to play the 3 position for LA, no matter who you are, we're going to need you to be balanced. Rui's going to play the 3. We're going to need him to be balanced. You know, I don't care if you don't score 20 points a game. God damn it. Give me 15, give me 13, 14 points. But give me the same effort on defense that you would give me on offense. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm talking about? Marcus Smart. We don't expect you guys to score 15, 16 points. Hey, Marcus, give us 9, 10 points, 8 to 10 points. But make sure you stop another 3 from scoring. If you're going to get 8 to 10 points, make sure the other motherfucker get 8 to 10 points. We don't want motherfuckers going off. You know what I'm talking about? We want that perfect balance, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? So, yeah, let's do it like that. Go James says, OG, man, ain't nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. Not at all. Not at all. Detroit says, you know what he doesn't need? He doesn't need a 3-point shot. All he needs to do is be able to step inside of the 3. Yeah, that too. Develop a midi. Get your midi game going if you can't get the 3 off. You know what I'm talking about? Main event said Slovenia lost to Poland today. They said Luka was horrible, even though he scored 31. See, that's the thing, bro. Luka, you know if you know you're great if some motherfucker calling you horrible and you score 31 points. I know he might have took a lot of shots, whatever the case may be. But you know what? I want a horrible 31 points than straight cardio and nothing else. I'd rather take a horrible 31 points than cardio and than great cardio and nothing else. Give me that horrible 31 all day, every day, 7 days a week, and twice on Sundays and holidays. You know what I'm talking about? Detroit said, I hate this league today. Expects every big man to become some three-point shooter. It doesn't work that way. Nah, it don't. You know what I'm saying? I said it yesterday on Lil Bro channel. I want motherfuckers to go back to the sky hook. So I want these big motherfuckers to learn how to learn and then perfect the sky hook. Why the fuck not? You're 8'5". When you jump, you're already at the top of the 24-second clock. Perfect that motherfucking shot, man. If you can't back a motherfucker down, you learn how to perfect that motherfucker at such a high arc, can't nobody reach up there to scrape it out the sky. You know what I'm talking about? I don't understand these motherfuckers tall want to shoot these goddamn threes. You're 7'5". Toughen up, get your ass down there on the block. Dunk on some heads. If I'm 7'5", 310, 315, you ain't stopping me. If you put my ass out there on a court right now, ain't nobody in the NBA stopping me from getting inside that paint. I may not be able to jump as high. I used to have a 37-inch vert. I can't get as high anymore, but I promise you, I'm bully balling anybody that's down there up under that court because ain't nobody in the NBA stronger than I am. That's a fact, even at my age. I'm getting down there. I'm throwing elbows. You remember that video game, Arch Rivals? I'm getting down there throwing elbows. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, I'm going for a layup every time, banking the suck off the glass. And if I miss, I hope to get fouled, get to that free throw line. I can shoot a couple free throws. Stop shooting these goddamn threes and you 8'9". Stop doing that shit. It's retarded. You know what I'm talking about? Joel says, Luka played some great-ass defense. I like what I saw. See, man, they're buying in, bro. And I'm kind of glad that Luka's been playing in the EuroLeagues and stuff like that because he's building muscle memory. He's going to be less rusty when he comes in. Remember when AD and LeBron played in the Olympics? They were the only two that wasn't really rusty. Everybody else that was off, just sitting at home, playing golf, doing what the fuck they do, or whatever the case may be. They were more rusty than LeBron and AD. That's why they had the seasons that they had. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't have any court rust. They went out there and did what they were supposed to do as usual. You know what I'm talking about? Let's get those views up. Let's get those views up, y'all. A Detroit guy says, who else on the team is going to score 31 besides him? Exactly. You know what I'm talking about? Exactly. Who the hell else is going to do it, man? It's crazy. But it's a game we in today. You know what I'm saying? Joe said Luka's footwork on defense looks so much better. Yes, it does. See, that's what happened when you lose weight. When you lose that lazy weight, that baby weight, you just laying around or whatever the case may be. Now you can pick your feet up a little bit. I know, because I know when I'm heavy, man, I just don't feel like moving. I got lazy ass feet. But when I'm a little lighter, I'm a little bit more I have a little bit better mobility. Oh yeah, I'm moving around on the court. You know what I'm talking about? So shout out to Luka doing that, man. If they could come back to the NBA, man, and do what he does on that front, and he shows that he's improved, defensive Luka's gonna be a damn problem. So get ready. Main event says facts, Joel. Detroit says, how can I get mad that the young man at that young man? How can the Justice League get mad at Superman because he took down the whole Legion of Doom by himself? He can't get mad. You can't get mad. I wouldn't get mad. It's less work for me. You know what I'm talking about? That's the way I look at it. A Detroit guy said, how can a 700-pound big woman inside the bar get mad at three women who look like Halle Berry because they're getting the most money? Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm talking about? Please make it make sense. Exactly. When I go to the house and make a grilled cheese sandwich, I use real cheese, that government block cheese. Yeah. As a matter of fact, that's how he does this. I don't just make the grilled cheese sandwich using Velveeta squeeze. No, facts. Some men will masturbate with Gorilla Glue their whole lives and then continue. Yeah, exactly. I think we get the point. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, that's what I'm looking at from the Marcus Smart standpoint, and I just want to convince y'all to agree with it. Buy into it. Like, this is what I believe that JJ could do and should do if Rui is not getting his defensive if his defensive game haven't worked out. We haven't seen Rui on the court yet. At least I haven't seen. If y'all seen Rui on the court, let me know. But I'm telling you, him working out those sumo wrestlers, a lot of people who don't really know sports, they don't know anything about cross training, don't understand why he was out there working out with sumo wrestlers. They're like, oh man, he a basketball player. What the hell does one have to do with that? Bro, I've already explained that Many sports stars use other sports as cross-training references to help bolster their game in their respective sports. It happens like that. Anybody who's ever been athletic understands what the hell I'm talking about. When I played football, I wrestled. That helped my footballing. I took up ballet. That helped with my balance on side from doing martial arts and stuff like that. That helped with balance. Most people be like, "What the hell is ballet dancing have to do with your footwork? Are you stupid?" Most of what ballerinas do is they balance on their feet all goddamn day. That's what they do. What does wrestling have to do with football? Well, if you wrestling motherfuckers just as heavy and just as strong as you, and then you get out there playing football, that's going to help you move motherfuckers around. If you wrestling and you playing basketball, most basketball players ain't even built to wrestle. But you're out there, a basketball player who happens to have wrestling strength. Ain't nobody going to move you around, but you'll be moving everybody around. But only people who understand what cross-training means won't think that it's stupid that Rui is training with sumo wrestlers. I hate hearing motherfuckers say things like, "Man, what the hell is Rui doing? Well, why is he training?" That lets me know how little you understand about sports. That lets me know how little you understand about sports, and that's why people like that could never do anything other than what they're looking at in front of them. Can never do anything other than what they're looking at in front of them. That's like a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Why would a rapper be studying Shakespeare, 19th century French poetry? Why not? You know what I'm saying? It's just not about learning big words. It's about the linguistics. That's going to help him with his rap cadence. You understand what I'm saying? You're supposed to cross-train in every single thing you do. You're supposed to cross-train when you're thinking with your mind. You don't say, "Hell, you know what, I'm in English class, but let me put off everything else. Nigga, if I'm in English class or I'm taking an essay or I'm bolstering my mind for English, nigga, I'm reading everything. I'm reading ingredients on the back of cornbread mix. I'm reading cereal ingredients. I'm reading all kind of shit. Maltodextrin 6, red dye 30, riboflavin 12. I'm reading all that shit. Everything ties into everything, ladies and gentlemen. You don't understand. You are blocked in your mind if you're only thinking one way. If you're a basketball player and you say, "Well, let me get on the court and just shoot up a bunch of threes. Let me shoot up a bunch of free throws. Let me practice on this and let me practice on that," then all you'll ever be is one-dimensional. You need to practice outside everything. Even your golf swing. Niggas out there playing golf. Why do you think a lot of basketball players play golf? Golf is balance and power and precision. It helps you see better. Because remember, you're out there on the green, you're out there on the course. You're looking out in the distance. Where you gonna swing that ball to? Okay, let's see over there. Then you pond, a couple of crocodile over there. I'm a swing. I might miss, but I'm a swing. I know what I'm swinging towards. Well, guess what? That helps with court vision. You looking out there on the court, LeBron see out there, okay, I see Luka down there, ain't nobody really guarding him. He got to do it over there. Okay, his defender's off over here. Let me go ahead and Michael Vick the ball all the way down into him. Boom, bullseye. Next thing you know, Luka taking it in. You get everything ties into one another, man. That's why I'm the way that I am. It ain't too many things I can't do. Because I did it all. When I was a youngster, man, I did it all. I wasn't just powerlifting. I was wrestling. I boxed, played football. I do martial arts. Still do martial arts to this day, not to the degree that I used to. But I'm not a third-degree black belt in Kempo for nothing. I'm not just one of these, like I be telling you, I'm not just one of these big niggas that just be walking around just big with muscle. Nah, nigga, I'm a big nigga with skills. Because I knew that I couldn't just walk around with just muscle. Muscle was going to come. That's just genetics. My pops was big. My mom was big. My uncle was big. My grandfather was big. My great-grandfather was big. 500-600 years of major bloodline for the males was fucking gorillas and apes and giants. I didn't have no choice but to be big. My kid is big. But what can you do with that size? Like I say, I'm a big nigga, but I move like a cat. I'm Hulk, but I move like Spider-Man. That's deadly. That's deadly, 340-pound nigga. You think you about to run from me, and then you turn around and I ride on your ass. Pause, yeah. You know why? Because I understand the power of cross-training. Yeah, nigga, I want to learn how to bowl, even though I play baseball. Yeah, I want to learn how to do water polo, even though I play lacrosse. Yeah, I want to learn how to play rugby, even though I box. Yeah, I want to learn how to ballerina dance, even though I play football. Only motherfuckers that understand the truth, your body has no limits. You're only limited by what your mind can conceive. You're only limited by what your mind can conceive. If you're just a basketball player, you just want to stick just to basketball, then the only thing you'll ever be able to do is cross niggas over and shoot threes. You won't be able to back niggas down. You'll never be able to jump up off the ground over a stack of phone books. You'll never be able to block shots. You'll never be able to do chase downs. You'll never be able to have court vision to pass the ball way off to a motherfucker that nobody else can see but you. You'll never be able to do anything other than your one-dimensional ass shit that you always do. Period. Cross-train, y'all. Even if you don't play sports, cross-train. Challenge yourself. You don't have to go out there and be the best at it. Just challenge yourself. See if you can do it. And then apply it to your life and see don't it work out for you. You know what I'm talking about? Let me go back up. Where we at? Cuzzo said, I think the only problem is that it's a skill issue. It's a skill league now, and you can't be tall and can't shoot because they will replace you with 6'7" like Draymond. Hey, exactly. How the fuck is you 6'7" a center? Okay, let's get past the height. Cuzzo is right. Not only is he 6'7", but the nigga ain't even 235. How the fuck, bro? I come from a time, me and Detroit come from a time of Ewing and fucking Kevin Willis and Terry Cummings and those big motherfuckers, Rick Mahorn and John Sally. These niggas was 7 feet, 270, 280 pounds. What the fuck is we got somebody 6'7" out there, 230, 235 tops, guarding a 300-pound Jokic, a 300-pound. He gonna get cooked. I don't give a fuck. Now, most people are like, well, he got heart. Listen, let me tell you something. Heart only gets you so far. I'm here to tell you that right now. Heart only gets you so far. Don't believe in that. The bigger they are, the harder they fall shit all the time. Heart only gets you so far. Chihuahuas got heart. Does that mean it can beat a wolf? Fuck no. There's a reason why they got weight classes. In boxing, you can have all the heart in the world. Floyd Mayweather have all the heart in the world. Could that nigga be Mike Tyson in his prime? Fuck no. Mike is 230, 5'11", 6 feet, whatever the case he is. And Floyd is 135, 140, 5'8", 5'7". I don't give a fuck how fast you are. You don't have the power to box with a goddamn gorilla. That's the way it is. Fuck all that size, don't matter. Oh, it fucking most matter-of-factly does matter sometimes. Not all the time, but it does matter sometimes. Ain't no nigga smaller than me beating my ass. No nigga smaller than me beating my ass. You're going to get a couple punches, but I promise you, I hit harder than you and I'm stronger than you. Fuck that. I'm not about to be no fucking 7'2" center, 280, 290 pounds, and you 230 backing me down, or I can't back you. That ain't, man, get the fuck out of here. Chris is right. 6'7", 230. Against somebody 7'7", 430. Get the fuck out of here. We better stop horsing around. If you 7 feet, it's Jackson Hayes. You only 219 pounds. Put some goddamn weight on. Eat some chitlins and ribs and biscuits and grits. And then after you eat all that shit, get your ass in the gym and throw 50, 60, 70 pounds. That's going to slow me down. I don't give a fuck. If you can't jump over a stack of phone books, niggas won't be able to move you. Niggas won't be dunking all over you. Because you know why? Because if a nigga try to fly in like an Ant Edwards or whatever the case may be, and you tough, you going to body his ass. You think Ant Edwards and John them was flying in and smashing on niggas like that, Wilt and all them? Man, your shit getting sent to the shadow room and you going to the hospital. Ask the Detroit Pistons what they used to do to Jordan when that nigga used to come in with all that fancy fly shit. It was a no-fly zone because there was elbowing niggas in the kidneys and ribs and shit like that. Now, that was basketball, goddammit. When basketball used to be football, that's when basketball was basketball. If you understand what I'm saying, if you know, you know. Holla at your boy. Detroit was killing Jordan. So much So much to the point that bitch had to go to David Stern and talk about, hey man, they're killing me out there. And then that nigga said, okay, you know what? We're gonna make up something called the damn Jordan rule. And then on top of that, not only we're gonna make it the Jordan rule, we're gonna make it so that can't nobody motherfucking touch your ass, so it can be easy for you to have this fly over the rim game. No more getting hit in the kidneys. No more getting clotheslined and low breads out the goddamn sky. Now you can fly in here and you can score your 32 points a game. That's going to allow you to get 10 scoring titles. No more. Stop hurting our cash cow. Stop hurting him. You treat him with care. You lay down a pillow when you hit him. That shit. If they would have left that shit the way it was, that nigga Jordan would be who the fuck he is today. He was getting fucked up. Yeah, he was scoring his points or whatever the case may be, but he wouldn't won no goddamn championships. Detroit was killing him. Notice, when they stopped fucking with him, that's when the nigga started winning. So then by this time, he got Pippen over there now. Y'all better knock this shit off, man. Knock it off. Saying niggas like LeBron couldn't have played in the 80s. What? Have y'all niggas watched 80s basketball? This nigga, 6'9", 260, 5 of muscle. If Malone could have played in the 80s and was successful in the 80s, early 90s, you think LeBron couldn't have? Who benched 405 and who's weighed just as much as Malone, he's just a little leaner and faster and more athletic, could jump out the goddamn mezzanine. You think he couldn't have survived that? Man, y'all niggas just crazy. Y'all crazy. If string being ass Jordan, 6'5" and a half, because that's what he really was. 6 feet wasn't no damn 6'6", 6'5" and a half, 6'5" tops, 192 pounds. Was coming there, scoring and doing he was doing. You think LeBron could have did it stronger, jump almost just as high as him, just as fast as him? Fuck out of here, man. But Cuzzo was right. You got to have some type of skill now in today's NBA. In my NBA of the yesteryears, nigga, fuck skills. Get your big motherfucking ass down there on the block some goddamn shots, and send a couple people to the hospital. Fuck that soft shit, man. 7'5" shooting 3. I can't stand that shit. Only motherfuckers should be shooting 3s, be honest with you, is point guards, shooting guards, and maybe some small forwards. If your ass is past 6'9", you should have your ass in the motherfucking paint region of the court. If you pass 6'10", 6'11", your motherfucking ass shouldn't be nowhere outside of the paint. You shouldn't be outside the dotted. Your ass should be up under the rim every goddamn time to catch every motherfucking rebound. Niggas over 6'10" should be averaging over 10 rebounds per game. I don't give a fuck. Fuck the bullshit. Wes Unseld was 6'7". You know how many rebounds that nigga averaged for a career? 14 goddamn rebounds. If you don't believe me, ask Wilt. That's the only player in history Wilt was scared of. He was scared of Wes Unseld. You don't believe me? Go look the shit up. Now, you want to talk about 6'7"? Like how Draymond, Wes Unseld would have fucking smashed Draymond. Wouldn't he of Detroit? He was stronger. Man, come on, man. Wes Unseld he was 6'7", 250 pounds. 6'7", 250. Had a massive wingspan and strong as a motherfucking bull. You don't believe me? Look it up. The only player that Wilt ever really feared was Wes Unseld. Look it up, bro. Look it up. Kevin Love's godfather, Wes Unseld. Yes, y'all. Kevin Love's godfather was Wes Unseld. Because when Kevin Love's dad played in the NBA, whatever the case may be, I think Wes Unseld was playing or something like that. But I know that Wes Unseld is godfather to Kevin Love and his brother. I'm telling y'all, bro. It's crazy. Detroit God said agreed. He said any skill that you can pick up in life from martial arts to athleticism skills. Athleticism skills and any skill that you can pick up will greatly benefit you in any professional sport. Exactly. And Detroit God said it's just about acclimating that skill to your skill set. Exactly. Set up whether it's mental or physical. Exactly. That's what it is. If you know your opponent, you can defeat them. Take away your enemy skill. Take your enemy skills and make them your own, but greater. Yep. It's kind of like using somebody else's momentum against them to beat them. You ain't got to be stronger than them. Let them use their strength for you against them. You know what I'm talking about? The body only moves as fast as the mind travels, says Detroit God. Main event says, unrelated. The Cowgirls just traded Micah to Green Bay. Wow. I didn't think that would happen, bro. Thanks for that information. I hate the Cowgirls, so I don't give a shit. But they're fucking stupid for doing that. And they better have got something back in return that's just as good, because we about to dog walk the Cowgirls this year, man. That was a fucking bad mistake that they made. But that's Jerry Jones' decrepit ass. You know what I'm saying? Let him fuck up the organization. A Detroit God said, seriously. A Detroit God said, seriously, the Cowboys are stupid. Yes, they are. The Cowgirls are stupid. Somewhere a Laker girl is destroying the TV right now. I could imagine, God damn it, motherfucker. That's when she go cut. You motherfuckers are dumb. You're like, Laker girl, I didn't know you had it in you. And then here come Lewis. Lewis is a Cowgirl fan too. Yeah, you know, come up, you motherfuckers they motherfuckers stupid. He would go hard up our defense. How the fuck can you do some stupid shit like that? See, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, see, Lewis, come over here to the Giants. We wouldn't have did that to you. We wouldn't have broke your heart like that. Now, the Giants are just as dumb for giving up Saquon Barkley. It's all good, so I can't talk much my damn self. You understand what I'm talking about? Main event says, yeah, Jerry is dumb. Yeah, absolutely. He is dumb. He's dumb. Yeah, he's dumb. He's dumb. He's stupid. He's stupid. Detroit said, when I moved to California, I never conceived that I would be a good surfer. It was the white boys that recognized that my balance on the basketball court. Yeah, absolutely. Detroit said it took a minute, but I became great at it. Yeah. Go James said, hell nah. You know, talking about Detroit guy said something applies. Same thing applies with the snowboard. Absolutely. I learned how to do these type of things because I wanted to be the best at everything that I've seen everybody else was achieving. Yeah, absolutely. If you never had been on skis or on a snowboard in your life and you don't know what muscles that, yeah, absolutely, bro. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Detroit says, I encourage any of you young men to try to dog run upper field instead of regular running and see how many muscles you work out. Yeah, that motherfucking shit will pay dividends, because when you get older and you see these old niggas looking young, that's because we mastered something. We understood something coming up in our youth. We understood that it wasn't just about, you know, just lateral movement. You had to move your body completely. Physics is a motherfucker, people. People can talk that bullshit, but Crawford and Canelo couldn't even be in my division, and I'm 190. Yeah, facts. Detroit said, to put that to perspective, I would be in Roy Jones' division. Absolutely. Detroit said, Jordan himself said that the Pistons taught me that not only I had to train myself physically, but I had to train my mind to take the punishment. Absolutely. Detroit guy said Jordan could bench press 325. He just didn't care about lifting weights like I do. Absolutely. Because see, now in basketball, you don't need to be cock diesel strong like me, because it's just a different form of training. You don't want to sacrifice strength for your skill. You need to be able to shoot the ball. You know, you don't need to. That's why you'll see a lot of basketball players. You might see one built like a lean bodybuilder, tops, but you ain't gonna see no power lifter like basketball player. Why you think basketball players ain't built like me? They not my size. You know what I'm saying? People be like, what about Zion? Zion's nowhere near my size. Zion's a stream being compared to me. I grab Zion by his throat with one hand and pick him up off the ground. He's nothing. 270 pounds ain't nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? I play with that. I could toe lift 275. You know what I'm saying? That's nothing. You know what I'm saying? He just look big, but that nigga ain't that big. There is nobody on the motherfucking court as big as me. Not even center. Shaq, at his weight, I was bigger than Shaq, heavier than Shaq. So, yeah, no. Why you think that? I wouldn't do too good out there on the court. Not in the NBA, no. I'd be out there trying to kill somebody. And I wouldn't even be trying to kill nobody. It's like a baby grizzly bear wrestling with somebody. That baby grizzly bear is already 400 pounds, right? He's 450 pounds. He playing. He ain't really trying to hurt you, but he go ahead and smack the back of your head, right? Pow! He don't know that he just knocked you out. He don't know it. He don't know his power. He don't know he's pulling this. This is a tractor. This baby bear is pulling a tractor with his teeth. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. He put the rope in his mouth. He start pulling the tractor up the hill with his teeth. Then he let it go. He started clapping, jumping up and down. he cheered because he got some fun to do. He don't know that this is weight. He just pulled 3,000 pounds. You don't know that. That's how I'll be out there on the court. I didn't know, coach. I didn't know I pushed his spleen into his sternum. I didn't know that. I didn't know. You know what I'm talking about? Detroit said Moses Malone wasn't big, but he was a rebound monster. Absolutely, absolutely. Moses Malone, Kevin McHale would have destroyed Dre. Oh yeah, absolutely. Every center from back in the day would have destroyed him. He wouldn't have had no Bill Lane Beer would have killed him. He would have killed him. You know what I'm talking about? Kevin Love's daddy was a member of the Beach Boys. Absolutely, out here in California. You know what I'm talking about? Go James says, I think West was the only player to win Finals MVP after 9 points a game. Rest in peace to Alex. Absolutely. You know why he did that? Because it was more than just the points, cuzzo. That nigga was doing the work. There was a couple games he shut Wilt down. He was shutting Wilt the fuck down. Wilt like, how the fuck is this dude this short, this much lighter than me, and still doing the shit he's able to do? It's a mystery. You know what I'm talking about? But I don't want to get too far off the topic, y'all. But yeah, I just want to talk about that. Rui possibly been replaced by Marcus Smart and why that could happen, why that could work. Marcus Smart can still play for that. Now, his heart does matter. He got the size, that matters. He plays bigger than what he is. He has a massive wingspan for his height. I do believe his wingspan is, I think he got like a 7-foot wingspan, 6'11", something like that. So Marcus Smart could definitely play bigger than what he plays, and then his physicality is something else. It's something else. That motherfucker's a fucking wolf. You know what I mean? And if he's more of a wolf than Rui is this year, then they might benefit putting Rui to the bench in order to bring Marcus Smart up. And then you know what? If Rui goes to the bench, that's not necessarily a bad thing, because Rui goes to the bench, he could do the same thing Austin Reeves would do if he went to the bench. Bolster our bench offensive points. Something that we lacked last year. We couldn't even average over 17 points a game for the whole goddamn bench. You send Rui or Reeves to the bench, automatically the bench is that much better. Because either one of those guys have 6-man capabilities. You understand what I'm talking about? So that's where we at with it. But like I said, I didn't want the show to go on too long. I just want to talk to y'all about Marcus Smart or whatever. We kind of got dipped off into other things. But I wanted to talk to y'all about Marcus Smart possibly replacing Rui at the 3. And whether or not y'all would agree with it if that did happen. I certainly would go the route of that. And I would agree with it. If it could help the Lakers, anything that could help us and get ahead this year, I'm all for it. Anything that can help us get ahead for it. If heads got to roll, if people got to make sacrifices, some people got to go to the bench in order for other people to come up. Some people got to go come up in order for some people to go to the bench. Hey, let it happen. I'm no respecter of persons this year. Like I said, there's only 2 people that for sure hold starting positions right now in my mind, and that's LeBron and Luka, because those are the 2 best players on the team by far. Everybody else is expendable as it stands right now, ladies and gentlemen. Detroit guy said, either way it goes, having Marcus Smart and Hachimura out there only makes the team better. Absolutely. No matter which way you put it. He said Rui can learn a lot from watching and learning from Marcus Smart, and only going to benefit the rest of the team. Absolutely. I'm actually looking forward to Marcus Smart working with Bronny, because Bronny's he's going to go to line up with Marcus Smart. He's going to be defensive like that. But Bronny got that shot. He's dangerous. Ain't no telling how dangerous this kid's going to be going into the future. So, future looking bright, y'all. But this is the end of the show, Major Level Entertainment. Please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, subscribe to the channel. This wasn't really a big time show today. Didn't really get a lot of views or whatever the case may be, but that's okay. I know everybody's kind of waiting for the start of the season or whatever the case may be, and as am I. So it's not really much to talk about now. I just thought I'd bring up some type of talking point to give y'all something to listen to Please tune in tomorrow around the same time, about 1:30, 1:45, for when I talk about LeBron. How much longer do you think LeBron could play? Just as a talking point. And then we're going to get off into it. And then I'm probably going to run down the Giants' schedule this year coming up for my football show, probably sometime during the weekend. So once again, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, join Major Level Entertainment Mafia. You know what I'm saying? Become a subscriber over here to the channel. It's free. It don't cost a goddamn thing. Shout out to everybody that showed up to the channel. It was Big Bro Detroit God, Little Bro DJ, and Cuzzo Chris, and Nephew Joe, Nephew, you know what I'm saying, all my goddamn nephews and little brothers, Nephew H and motherfucking and Davis. You know what I'm talking about? Please go subscribe to Lakers in 5 right now. Right now, do it now when you get off the live with me. You know what I'm talking about? For Major Level Entertainment, on behalf of the Major Level Mafia, it's your big brother, your cousin, your uncle, your boy, Big Major. I'm out. Y'all have a blessed rest of y'all day. Peace.
Everything I do is major. I'm getting major paper. Every time I whip a track, the shreds like a cheese grater. When I hit your spot, it ain't no way that no one can save ya. Like I said before, anything I do, I'ma do it major. Everything I do is major. And I'm getting major paper. Every time I whip a track, the shreds like a cheese grater. When I hit your spot, it ain't no way that no one can save ya. Like I said before, anything I do, I'ma do it major. Everything I do is major. And I'm getting major paper. Every time I rip a track, the shreds like a cheese grater. When I hit your spot, it ain't no way that no one can save ya. Like I said before, anything I do, I'ma do it major. Everything I do is major, and I'm getting major paper. Every time I rip a track, the shreds like a cheese grater. When I hit your spot, it ain't no